After the disagreement between Iran and the US, Israel Prime Minister says negotiation was ended after Iran violated the core condition. But friends, let me clarify on this. Not just Iran, but even the Israel even violated the ceasefire agreement. Why? Because there was a misinterpretation of the peace plan. Lebanon was not included under the peace plan, as per Israel and the USA. However, on the other side, Iran thought under the peace plan there was an inclusion of Lebanon. So we can see there was a misinterpretation of the peace plan between the countries. So friends, whose mistake is this? It's clearly the Pakistan Prime Minister who posted peace negotiation include Lebanon. Pakistan government does not possess any credibility to be the mediator. Friends, US President Donald Trump is trying to establish peace or merely wanted to sabotage the peace across the world. Iranian regime permits selected country vessel to pass through the Strait of Hormuz. But now, under the leadership of the US President Donald Trump, US military will take control other side of the Strait of Hormuz. For instance, if the Iran permit to pass through the Strait of Hormuz on the other side, the US military will control over the movement against all nation vessels entering or departing from Iranian ports and the coastal areas. However, it also clarified blockade will be targeting Iranian port while other vessels transiting between non-Iranian port will remain unaffected. Means the blockage is only for the Iranian port and for those vessels whoever purchases oil from the Iran. Friends, US government pushing itself so Iran unable to sell their oil across the country. Despite authorization, now a vessel cannot enter or depart free difference. It will completely hinder the shortage of fuel and surge in the oil price. The US President Donald Trump even posted on his social media, any ship come anywhere close to our blockade, they will be immediately eliminated. After the US President Donald Trump announcement regarding the blockage of the Strait of Hormuz, we can see there is a sharp jump in the oil prices. It's between $100 to $102 per barrel. As per the report, 121 empty oil tanker they are making their way to the United States, capable of carrying 2 millions. Friends, just imagine, from this war, the US government, they are going to sell and earning millions and billions of money. Iranian region will help India vessel to pass through the Strait of Hormuz since it's very difficult to navigate the underwater mine, but it will help India vessel. Also friends, in addition to this, even the Iranian ambassador to India said Iran will never charge fee from the India for the passage of its ship through the Strait of Hormuz. War between the US, Iran and the Israel, they are not going to establish peace now. According to the Times of India, Trump proposed 20 years freeze on Iran uranium enrichment. However, Iran agreed only for the 5-year suspension. So the US president is planning that Iran will surrender the uranium for 20 years. However, Iran agreed only for the 5-year. Then how is possible there will be establishment of peace between both the country? Even the Pakistan government sources said 80% of peace plan are agreed and only remaining 20% are yet to discuss and agree upon from the both the parties. This 20% negotiation, it's going to consume lots of time. It's very crucial between both the country. I feel like it's high time and the right time for every country to unite it and protect the maritime of Strait of Hormuz. Like France and the UK, they are going to protect the shipping route. Imagine friends, if such situation arises where jointly 20 to 30 countries send their warship toward the Strait of Hormuz, especially India, China, Russia, and the France. I don't think so American military will try to come closer to the Strait of Hormuz to protect the route and also to supply the global energy. But friends, honestly, okay, no country will take the initiative because they know we don't have the guts to make a rival with the USA. After Iran and the USA failed to negotiate at Islamabad, every one of us curious to know whether they will be having a second round of talk between Iran and the USA. US officials said Iran and the US will have a second round of talk. However, venue and the timing not yet decided, but most feasibly, it could happen on Thursday, that's on April 16. They also identified two locations, that is, whether Islamabad or the Geneva. In addition to these friends, it's unclear whether they will be sending the same delegates or not. But friends, until and unless Iran agrees to surrender its nuclear power, US will never accept the peace proposal. So friends, we will end up the video from here. If you are fascinated in international politics, we will always try to discuss it together. So do subscribe to the channel and share with your friends. Bye friends.